Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is James here with Crypto Quick Start, and wanted to shoot a video really kicking off 2018 and talking about some of the crazy stuff going on in this wonderful world of cryptocurrency. So first things first, when I got started with cryptocurrency back in May of last year, I had a lot of people give me a lot of slack for it. A lot of people poke fun at me, and those people ultimately did cost me a lot of money because I let them get in my head, and I started with a much smaller investment than what I could afford to start with. And that investment ended up becoming worth about 11 and 12 times its value. So in the course of about 7 months, my portfolio increased by about 11 to 1200%. Fortunately, I started with a decent amount, but nowhere near what I could have started with. And if I had just went for it, I would have made over $1 million in 2017. So going forward, I've learned my lesson not to let other people get in my head. And if you're one of those people right now that's just starting out, or you're skeptical of this, I think you should be. I think you should be skeptical. I think you should do your due diligence. But I also think you need to understand the facts. And the fact is, people like to talk about Bitcoin. And I like to talk about how if I had done this in 2009, or if I had done this in 2010, I could have gotten rich. And they talk about these things in the past tense like it's too late, like they've missed the boat. But there are coins that are making people millionaires every single day in 2018. So for example, I'll show you a coin that I did not invest in. One of the members of my paid group invested in this early on, and he's enjoyed some crazy returns. But he got in when it was about $2. Okay, so now you see this at $25.90, and it's very easy to say, oh wow, I should have invested in that. I wonder how long ago, I would have had to get that kind of return. Well, what if I told you that a little over a month ago, this coin was less than a quarter? Okay. If you look at the chart, on December 1st, 2017, which was about 38 days ago, on December 1st, that coin was 19.6 cents. So we're going to call it 20 cents because it's a nice round number, and I'm going to show you some math. So let's say that you have put $50 into that coin when it was 20 cents. Not 500, not 5,000. I'm talking about $50. I'm talking about the amount of money most people will spend on sodas at the gas station or on morning coffee every month. So 50 divided by 20 cents would have bought 250 coins. Those 250 coins have a current value of $25.90 each, $6,475 on a $50 investment. Let's say you're a little bit bigger investor and you put $1,000 into that coin at 20 cents a little over a month ago. You'd have 5,000 rail blocks, or Ray blocks, whatever the heck it's called. All right, times $25.90, $129,500. Now that's enough money to buy your first home, or maybe to pay off a mortgage early, depending on how big of a house you're looking at. Let's say that you put in $5,000 into that coin. You'd have $25,000 times $25.90. That's $647,500 in a little over a month. Now, $647,500 is a life-changing amount of money for 99% of people on the planet for a $5,000 investment a little over a month ago. And the really crazy thing is the coin's down right now. It was actually up to $33.80 a couple of days ago. All right. So basically, a person who put in $5,000 at one point had roughly $1 million worth of this coin after sitting on it for barely a month. Not 2009, not 2010, 2017 to 2018. Let's look at Stellar Lumens. This is one of the coins I actually did invest in. Stellar Lumens is way down right now compared to where it was a few days ago. It was actually up to like 93 cents. But looking at the 67.9, this coin was down to 1.8 cents just a few months ago. In fact, September 19th, it was 1.2 cents. All right. So let's just look at, let's do about a 90 day, I guess. 90 days ago would have been September 7th. Okay. So on September 7th, if you invest in this coin, it would have cost you, I can't get it to, yeah. Let's try this again. It's not going to go back that far. That's only October. Okay, so let's go back to October 7th. Okay, October 8th, 3 months ago, it's 2.1 cents. That's not the lowest it's been, but that's where it was. Okay, so let's say you put in $1,000 at 2.1 cents. You got 47,619 lumens. All right, times the current value, 0.679, $32,333. Right? Boom, college paid for a child. Boom, really nice new car. You know, boom, huge payment on the mortgage. All these things can happen. All right, that's basically like a 30x return. Let's say that you bought Verge. All right, Verge is another one of the coins that I got really fortunate on this year. I bought it back in June. It was half a cent. Okay, but right after I bought it, it actually dropped. Like right here in July, you can see it was 0.2 of a cent, right? So $2,000 bought basically roughly 1 million coins. All right, this coin hit 30 cents last month, so it's way down from where it was at its high. But for me, I bought it at 4.00. Sorry, I bought it 0.0048 cents, so a little under half a cent. So for me, this coin is up 35x. Right? I put in a $500 investment that's now worth over 17 grand. Right? And again, I put it in over the summer, but you didn't have to. This coin on December 1st, a little over a month ago, was 1/2 cent, right? 0.0059. So let's do the math on it. If you put in a $1,000 investment divided by 0.0059, you bought 169,000 coins, currently worth 17.5 cents. And again, they were worth 30. That's a $29,000 return. These are life-changing amounts of money for average people, right? When I had a job, back before I was an entrepreneur, when I had a job, like one of my best jobs I ever had, second best probably, I was a finance manager at a car dealership, right? The guy that does all the contracts with people and all that kind of stuff. And I made about $55,000 a year, all right? And that was working about 60 hours a week to make $55,000 a year. And you can do that with tiny little investments in cryptocurrency. And those are just a few of them. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, look at Ripple. Ripple is a kind of a sour note for me because I actually had 38,500 Ripple, and I sold them back in September because I kept reading how the coin was probably going to get to 50 cents to $1, and then it would probably never go any higher than that because of the huge supply. And eventually all the FUD sunk into my head, and I realized, dude, you got almost $10,000 in this coin. It's probably too much. And so I went ahead and I sold all of my Ripple except for 2,500 coins, which I ended up selling those at 42 cents. But so it sold 38,500 Ripple. That would now be worth, you know, a lot. I don't even know. I haven't looked at the numbers. I sold 38,500. That would now be worth $125,000. And my investment was 9,500. Right? So for a person that invested in Ripple, maybe they were starting out with a smaller budget. You know, look at 3 months ago. We'll do the same. Three months ago, it was 23.9. We'll say 24 cents. All right, 1,000 divided by 0.24 times current price. $1,000 becomes 13,541. I can't. I'm sure you understand this, but if not, I can't stress enough how when I had a job, most months ended with me having about $50 left. I'd pay all the bills, pay the taxes. Well, they took taxes out of my check, obviously. But, you know, taxes would come out, pay all the bills, and have $50 to live on for the rest of the month. If somebody had come in and said, hey, here's an extra 13 grand, it would have been like winning the lottery to me, right? So cryptocurrency is huge. It's not, the opportunity is not past. It's not over with. There's still a huge future ahead. And yes, it very well might be a bubble. I'm not saying it's not a bubble. I don't think anybody knows. Anybody that says they know is a liar. But what I do know is if you're smart and you're conservative, you can get in there, you can make investments. When your money doubles, you can cash out your initial investment and then play with all profits. That's what I did, right? In 2017, I started with $14,000. It's actually 13,700, and as soon as I doubled that, I took it back out, and I've been playing with profits ever since. And now I've been very fortunate, and I was able to earn over 6 figures in 2017 in less than 7 months, playing with nothing but profit. So if it does crash, and it is a bubble, yes, I will be very, very upset. I'll be devastated emotionally, but financially, I'll be fine because I'm playing with money that wasn't mine to begin with. So if you think it's going to crash, You can always play it that way. You can take that conservative path. If you're a big believer in it, which I wish I would have been, right? Then you can put the money in and just leave it in. You know, realistically, the money that I put in, you know, if I had lost it, it wouldn't have changed my life. It would have sucked. It would have been damaging, but it wouldn't have made me go. I wouldn't have lost my house. I wouldn't have been able to not buy groceries or anything. So looking back in hindsight, I wish I had left it in, right? Because that $14,000, you know, with the returns that I got, would have ended up being an additional 6 figures, right? So you just have to kind of play it and decide, you know, if you want to be conservative or aggressive. But I think anybody ignoring this right now is going to regret it big time. I have friends of mine that are, you know, started out and they had almost nothing, and now all of a sudden they have, you know, $10,000 portfolios. And I have other friends that are multimillionaires and they laugh at crypto, but I just don't understand that, because they have so much that they could afford to lose. They could play the spread. They could put $1,000 in the top 20 coins, and if they lose it, who cares, right? A person that did that last year ended up making, I haven't looked at the numbers exactly, but the rumor that I heard was $1,000 across the top 20 coins ended up being worth over $300,000, right? So this is, I don't know how you found this video. Maybe you're already into crypto, but if you're somebody that's watching this and you're just getting started, you know, please don't make the mistake of ignoring this stuff. I'm not saying you have to invest in it, but at least do your due diligence. When I first heard about Bitcoin back in 2012, I did very little due diligence. I was like, oh, it's for drug dealers. I don't want nothing to do with it. And had I done just 30 minutes or 60 minutes worth of research, I would have realized that there was so much more to it. And, you know, maybe I would have been one of the early investors. And, you know, it's a life-changing thing. It is a life-changing thing. For me, it's been so amazing that in 2017 I closed my business. Well, I left my business. I actually didn't close it. I just literally walked away from it. I had a business partner and I didn't sell it to him. I didn't ask him for any kind of money or compensation. I literally said, hey, this business is yours now. It's good luck. You know, wish you well. And I walked away from a 6-figure a year business to focus entirely on cryptocurrency. Maybe that's naive, but that's how much I believe that this is going to be life-changing. I'm 35 years old. I'll be 36 in a couple of months, or next month. And my goal is by the time I'm 38 to never have to work again, right? And I think cryptocurrency is going to be that vehicle. So whether it crashes or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm taking out profits along the way. I'm playing smart, and you know, once that money is cashed out to US dollars, doesn't matter what the market does. It's my money. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you see the amount of amazing opportunities here. And you know, if you're just starting on a small budget, you know, just realize that, you know, $50 can become a huge deal. And in fact, let me show you one more example, and then we'll wrap this thing up. So if you had invested in Verge on January 1st of 2017, just over a year ago, and you had invested $10, right? Not 100, not 1,000, just 10 measly dollars. Watch this. Verge was 0.000020. $10 divided by 0.000020 would have bought you 500,000 coins that have a current value of $87,500. So a $20 investment would now be worth $175,000. My house didn't cost $175,000, right? So 20 bucks, you know, and I think back about all the things I wasted 20 bucks on in January of 2017, but it was just simply a matter of I didn't know about crypto, right? I hadn't done my due diligence. So please do yours. All right, with that being said, obviously, guys, it's always important to seek advice from a professional investment advisor before making any type of investment. I am not a professional investment advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I am simply some guy sitting in my spare bedroom. And by the way, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check the description for a link to the Facebook group where over 3,000 cryptocurrency enthusiasts like to hang out and exchange ideas and information regarding the market.